Welcome back to the channel. I've got bad news. The coil packs did not fix the Chevy Tahoe. I wasn't sure about it. I didn't know. But I thought it would, and we tried it. But at least we got good coil packs in it now. We know for sure. So what I'm going to do next is this is a 140 PSI fuel pressure tester gauge kit. We're going to test the fuel pressure on this Tahoe to make sure that it's got enough fuel pressure to run it. We want to make sure the pump is not getting weaker as it gets warmed up, or maybe even the filter may be stopped up. So I also bought a fuel filter, and this fuel filter goes on the rail up underneath it on the frame. And this is a fuel injector tester right here. And that's got where I can test the fuel injectors. We can hook it up in here and put it on some kind of spray to spray clean the injectors. And this hooks up to your battery to give 12 volts power to each injector. And this here is just a spark plug tester. You know, it lights up. This ought to be fun. All right, let's look at the contents of this fuel injection pressure tester. Now, I already took the cap off of the fuel rail just to kind of see what size it is. Okay, so that's what I got to be able to screw into, that right there. Now, I want to put that cap right here. I don't know, this might screw right into it. It actually does. It screws right into it. And this is a bleed off to let fuel out. So let's go ahead and put this on there. All right, let's screw it in right here. And let's see what this pressure goes up to. All right, let's put that adapter on it. Nothing there. And put this on there. And let's see if we can't get a reading on that. All right, let's see. Turn it on. All right, the pressure is 45. That's not very good. And it should be 55 or better, I think, for this truck. So I'm going to go and crank the engine now. I cranked the engine on the Tahoe in the back, and it run about 58 PSI. So we're going to see what this one tests. All right, there you have it. At running, we are running about, let's see, that's going to be about 43 PSI. So we're going to see if we're starting missing here in a minute. So we're going to watch it and see what happens. Try to get it where we can watch it like that. Let me move it where you can see it. See, right now it's running about 43 PSI, and it should be running about 58 PSI. So it's running good there, but after it runs for so long, it starts spitting and sputtering. It's running perfect right now. No problem whatsoever. So let's let it warm up a little bit and see what it does. It's shaking pretty bad right now. It's just barely running. It's shaking pretty good, about 42 PSI, so that's probably part of the problem. Now, before we go and change the fuel pump, we're going to change this. Because what if the filter is hanging it up and it's not getting enough pressure because it's restricted by this. So we're going to change this first. Then once we change this, we're going to test the pressure again. And if the pressure's not right, I got a full tank of gas. Looks like we're going to be draining the tank and changing the fuel pump. So let's see what this does next. Now I put a jack under it. It can't really fall on you because it's still got the tires on both ends. But I wanted to get it up a little bit because I am not a little guy. But I'm going to show you guys where that filter is. All right, let's see where it is. Get my big butt down here. There it is, right there. Right above where I put the jack. Good spot. Now let's get some light on it so we can see a little better. There we go. Now, according to what I'm seeing is, let me hold it a little steady for you. This has got to come off right here. And then this has got some kind of tab on this side. Let me see if I can get to where you can see it. Right here, there's a tab right there. And I believe you press those tabs and this end slides this away. So let's get this loose first on this side. Get this loose and then we'll take the tabs out of the other side. All right, let's see if we can't do this now. It's probably gonna spray fuel everywhere. Now, let's see if we can't. Well, righty tighty, lefty loosey. All right, there it is. That broke it loose right there. Got a little fuel pressure on it, so we gotta let it go. All right, not too bad there. Now this other part looks like it's gonna be a pain because of where this thing is. But it may not be that bad. Uh-oh. Drippage. We got drippage. We got drippage. Can't be having no drippage. Not that much anyway. That's ridiculous. Uh-oh. Another drippage. Ah, darn. Who put this darn bar right here in the way? I mean, to tell you, right in the way. Why would you do that? All right, we are making headway now. Alrighty. Whew. You think eventually it might quit dripping some fuel? Maybe. Somebody cut this dang thing. I bet I know who did that. Golly. That thing. Hey, guess what, guys? The fuel filter has fuel in it. Imagine that. Imagine that. Now, as I pour some more out, you see how that's on there like this? Then we know this new fuel filter comes with this, and it goes just like that. So that's the right one. Well, let's get it put on there. Since we got all this fuel, might as well take advantage of it. Lube this thing up a little bit before we stick it back in there. I mean, who cuts on this stuff like this? There we go. Let's see. Can that snap in there? Alright, that's snapped in there. Now let's see if we can get this started. Well, I'll be darned. We got it started. I mean, who in the world puts all this gas in these filters? I mean, why couldn't you put this on under the hood somewhere? You know, maybe they expect people to just have a lift on there. Everybody to have a lift. Nobody has a darn lift that's doing this. All right. I know that's tight. Well, let's get out of here and see what we got. All right, now that we've got the fuel filter changed, let's see what kind of pressure we have when we crank it up. Really didn't help any. Still running the same amount of pressure. So, probably gonna be the fuel pump.